If you want to learn how to make a fluffy egg casserole, stick around. We're going to do it right here. So one of the great things about the egg casserole is that it's a fantastic way to clean out your refrigerator. Whether you have leftover veggies, you got ham, cheese, sausage, whatever, potatoes, you can put in there. But today we're going to be doing a little bit of that, but also we are going to be putting in some of our own fresh herbs and vegetables from our garden. So I'm going to go ahead and clip off a little bit of fresh rosemary. All right, we're going to do some kale. You got a couple different varieties. I'm going to do a little bit of basil. Got some fresh cilantro. And we'll top it off with some leaves from our beets that we have growing here. These are very nutritious. And now that we're back inside, I'm going to add a little bit of zucchini. We have some leftover asparagus from the last night's meal. And then we're also going to be boiling some potatoes. We'll be adding potatoes to the mix, as well as some jalapenos for a little bit of heat. One trick about making fluffy eggs is you really want to beat the eggs, until your arm actually gets a little bit tired. Maybe 2 minutes max, but the more you could beat them, the fluffier they'll be. You can also use cream, but if you don't like a heavy cream to make them fluffy, this is the next best thing. Now that we got all the veggies and the cheese and the jalapenos and the rosemary all diced up, a little bit of garlic, you want to then grease your pan or whatever you're going to cook it in, and you're going to just go ahead and just layer these. So we're going to put the potatoes in. Okay. Layer those. We're going to put in some asparagus, zucchini. Just kind of mix that in. It's probably one of the easiest dishes that you can make that helps clear out the old refrigerator. We'll put in some of the minced garlic. Now we have the kale that I picked from our garden. Got the rosemary and the jalapenos. Put those in. Make sure it's kind of nice and even. And then we're going to go take our egg mixture after you've beaten it for about 2 minutes. And we're just going to add that in. And it's just going to fill in the empty gaps. And this is, I actually used a dozen eggs for this. You can make it bigger or smaller, whatever is appropriate for you and your crew. And then I have some cheddar cheese I'm going to put on half. And then we're going to put a non-dairy cheese on the other half for the members of our family that don't like dairy. And there you go. We're going to put it in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes. We're going to check it by sticking a fork in there to see if it sticks to the fork or not. But you want it to be fluffy. You don't want to overcook it, otherwise it gets dried out. Here it is, cooked to perfection. The brown side is the dairy cheese, and the lighter side is the non-dairy cheese. Ready to dig in. And I want to give a shout out to Victorian Finance for providing these fantastic pot holders. They work really well. All right, so we've cut it, and oh my, look at that. Look at that. That looks delicious. Got all the layers, the potatoes, the vegetables, topped with cheese. We're going to go ahead and put this on the plate. This makes a great breakfast or dinner. We're actually going to have this for dinner tonight. Maybe put a little bit of hot sauce on there and go from there. The thing that I like about this is that this meal can be frozen, and it'll last about 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator, but obviously it'll last longer if you freeze it. And it heats up perfectly. If you use a microwave, you may see a little bit of liquid come out. That's totally normal. That's fine. Or if you want to rebake it, you can do it that way as well. All right, everybody, enjoy.